acceptance, recognition, and transformation begins with one question. To answer this particular question, it will require you being completely truthful, transparent, and honest with yourself. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, I just want to say welcome to my channel. My name is Kofya, and on this channel, I give insightful information about life, people, individuals, and general experiences. So, subscribe, like, comment, and welcome to the family. And for my old timers, y'all are the real MVPs, though. You're my dogs, man. Thank you for stopping by. So, the question, right? Who am I? Who am I? I'm who? I am who? Who am I? Now, any right-standing individual might want to go on and mention all their accolades, all their recognitions, all their awards, all their notary awards. You can name as many as they are. For example, if I ask myself, who am I? Typically, I might want to say, I am Kofya Brown. I am a media mogul. I'm a businesswoman. I am this. I am that. I am an artist. I am that. I can name as many as they are. Now, take a step back. Remove the titles. Remove the accolades. Remove the status that comes with all these accolades. That is who you are. And when next you look at the mirror and you ask yourself, who am I? It should give you a sense of self-awareness. Because who you are when no one is looking, when no one is there, when you're alone, that is the true person that you are. And don't forget, in responding to this question, who am I? You have to start with I am. I am is a form of manifestation. And so when you want to speak about who you are, don't forget that whatever follows I am is who you are indeed. So you need to be mindful of the manifestations in what you call yourself. Who am I will require going within. This is in summary. It will require going within, building character, changing the perception we have about things, people, cultures, ethnicities, a different perspective as a whole. Because talking about who you are as a person has to come with so much weight. And the weight should be more of your character. Character is what makes you as an individual, not your titles, not your accolades, not the status quo you think is attached to your name. Your character, your perception is who you are. So when you look in the mirror, what do you see? What do you see? What are your moral values? What is your belief system? What makes you tick? These are all things you need to understand about yourself. Answering the question, who am I, takes a whole lot more than surface responses. Have you ever noticed that in certain scenarios or situations, when someone asks you what is going on, and you now say, this is what is happening. Do you know that even if it hasn't taken hold, the moment you pronounce it into existence, it begins to manifest itself? I am is a form of manifestation. And the earlier we teach our kids, our younger ones, our siblings, even the older ones, that the words we utter have power, and what you pronounce on yourself will stick, especially when you start with the word I am. It is a manifestation, and whatever you speak will manifest. Even God uses that manifestation. He says, I am that I am. Ever heard that kind of response? Dope, right? God says he is the I am that I am. So if you look at yourself as an individual, you know we're all built and made in the image of God. And what's that image? The image of God, we might think it's the flesh you came in. No, it's your spirit, the breath. The breath of God is what you are made of. And if you actually look at it, being made in the likeness of God makes you able to manifest whatever you want into your life. That's why when we want to teach younger ones, it's best to teach them I am as an affirmation. I am beautiful. I am successful. I am peaceful. I am wonderfully made. The list goes on. I am abundant. I am wealthy. I am rich. You can name all the beautiful things. Although it may not manifest immediately, with time, if you're consistent, it begins to manifest itself in your life. I am is a form of manifestation. And the earlier we take note of it, leave your accolades aside. Remove your accolades. Remove all of that. See, this body we carry is a vessel. The main you is your soul. And the moment this vessel is gone, the spirit leaves. Back to its maker. So, being here as an individual, as a human being, you have been given power, authority to call forth those things that be not as though they exist. Which means, even if you call for negativity, it will exist for you. If you call forth positivity, it will exist for you. It will manifest. I am is a form of manifestation. And so the earlier we understand this, the better for us. And how do you discover who you are as a person? I know in one of my one of my Hey Stranger episodes, I talked about being alone and loneliness. Either loneliness or being alone, one of them. And I I made I was trying to drive at the point that for you to actually know yourself, you need to spend time with yourself. In as much as some people think that when you're by yourself, you are lonely. Excuse me? Hello? It's not loneliness at all. I enjoy my company. Duh. So being lonely is different from being by yourself. Being by yourself gives you an opportunity to discover what you actually like, what you dislike, gives you time to think and process yourself as a person. It gives you time to reflect on those around you, what you were doing, how are you making a difference, and those you're associated with, how are they affecting you positively or negatively? Is it in a good light? The thing is, when you are able to be alone for some time, it gives you time to discover yourself to your full potential. It gives you personal power. If you can't be alone, you find yourself in codependent situations. And when you get yourself attached in codependent situations, you find it difficult to do things that would actually bring out the real you. To discover who you are as a person, just so you can answer that question properly. Who am I? You need to find time for yourself. It doesn't matter how busy your schedule is. It doesn't matter how crowded your house is. It doesn't matter. I don't know what your living situation is, but being able to find time for yourself has nothing to do with how you're living. You know why it would be good for you? Because you will be able to be productive. You will harness your creativity. You will be able to recharge. When I mean recharge, it means that, when you go out, spending time with people is a form of exchange. Time, energy, love, emotions, care is a form of exchange. And so when you go and retreat, that time of retreat is you pouring back into yourself. You need to refill your own cup. If you keep giving and giving and giving your time, energy, and all of that, you don't have time to refill yourself, you'll be depleted. So spending time alone helps you recharge. It helps you recharge so you can be able to pour into other relationships that you find yourself in. It can be platonic, it can be romantic, whatever the relationship. It would also help you build your mental strength. And the more your mental strength is built, There's nothing that is thrown at you that you cannot overcome. And at this point, you will notice that your happiness has increased. You tend to be happy sometimes for no reason. That's what recharging does for yourself. So for you to be able to know who you are as a person, please spend time alone. And in the time you're spending alone, please be productive. You can read a book, you can play music, you can write, you can paint. Do something you love. Do something you love. That time you have alone. Some people meditate. Meditation is another thing that strengthens your mental health and emotional well-being. Emotional well-being. So, without having to drag this particular episode, I hope I have been able to convince you, not to confuse you, that who you are is a reflection of who you are inside. And so, what we see on the outside is a reflection of who you are on the inside. Cheers, darlings. Have a wonderful day. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I'd really appreciate that. Love ya.